Luke 8:48. Think about that. It wasn't Jesus' decision to heal her. It was her faith that pulled the miracle into reality. That means faith isn't just a passive belief. It's an active force that reaches into the supernatural and makes the impossible happen. Another incredible example is Peter walking on water in Matthew 14:28-31. Jesus is walking on the waves in the middle of a storm, and Peter, bold, reckless Peter, sees him and says, "Lord, if it's you, command me to come to you on the water." And Jesus simply says, "Come." No elaborate preparation, no long instructions, just one word. And Peter steps out of the boat. For a few glorious moments, Peter is walking on water, not because Jesus is carrying him, not because the sea has frozen beneath his feet, but because faith has activated the supernatural. But then something happens. Peter shifts his focus. He looks at the wind, the waves, the storm. Fear creeps in, and instantly he begins to sink. What changed? The storm was always there. The waves had never stopped. The only thing that changed was his faith. And Jesus immediately catches him and asks, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Matthew 14:31. The lesson is clear. Faith is what enables us to walk in the supernatural. But the moment we focus on circumstances instead of God, we begin to sink. Many believers today are like Peter. They start strong, stepping out in faith, believing God for big things. But then they look at their bank account, their medical report, their past failures, and suddenly fear takes over. And just like that, they start sinking. Not because God stopped moving, but because they stopped believing. Faith is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." That means faith is not wishful thinking. It's tangible, it's real, and it has power. The supernatural doesn't respond to emotions, desperation, or logic. It responds to faith. Jesus himself could not do many miracles in his hometown of Nazareth because of their unbelief. Mark 6:5-6. Let that sink in. The Son of God, who healed the sick, raised the dead, and fed thousands with a few loaves, was limited not by his power, but by their lack of faith. This proves that even though God is all-powerful, he chooses to work through the faith of his